There is a moment in human history, long before the wheel, long before fire, that changed everything. It was the moment someone looked at their tribe, opened their mouth, and said something that absolutely was not true. We think of lying as a moral failing, a sin, a bad habit that children need to be trained out of. But from an evolutionary standpoint, lying is a masterpiece. Animals can camouflage, a chameleon can blend into a leaf, a butterfly can look like an owl's eye, but they cannot maliciously gaslight each other. They cannot construct a false narrative. Lying requires a massive, terrifying amount of brain power. It is the ultimate software upgrade. To tell a lie, you have to be incredibly smart. To successfully lie, you must hold two distinct realities in your head at the exact same time: the actual truth of what happened and the fake, alternate reality you're trying to plant in someone else's mind. You have to predict their reaction, manage your facial expressions, control your heart rate, and manipulate their beliefs. Evolutionarily speaking, violence is incredibly expensive. Hitting someone with a rock burns precious calories, risks serious injury, and makes you an outcast. But tricking them into giving you their food or hiding the fact that you stole it, that is biologically free. The early humans who could deceive others without getting caught survived longer, ate better, and passed on their genes. Lying was humanity's first nonviolent weapon. But there is a catch. If everyone lies all the time, society instantly collapses. You can't hunt a mammoth together if you can't trust the guy holding the spear next to you. So, as we evolved to become better liars, we simultaneously had to evolve incredibly sensitive, almost paranoid lie detectors. Our brains became obsessed with micro-expressions. We track eye contact. We listen for subtle shifts in vocal pitch. We notice when someone is sweating or fidgeting. We developed an intuition for deception. This created a brutal evolutionary arms race. The liars got better at hiding their tells, which forced the detectors to get sharper, which forced the liars to become even more sophisticated. Every conversation became a high-stakes game of mental chess. This arms race eventually led to the ultimate, most dangerous form of deception: self-deception. Your brain realized that the hardest part of lying is the stress it puts on your body. The sweating, the nervous eyes, the guilt. These are the things that give you away. So, evolution found a terrifying workaround. If you genuinely believe your own lie, you won't sweat. You won't look guilty. Your body will act perfectly normal because, as far as it knows, you are telling the truth. Your brain learned how to hide the truth from itself in order to better fool others. When you convince yourself that you are definitely going to start exercising on Monday, you aren't just being lazy. Your brain is practicing high-level evolutionary tactics on itself. Without this capacity for deception, human civilization literally would not exist. Because if you can invent a lie about stealing berries, you can also invent a story about a hero. You can invent myths, legends, and gods. Harari points out that humans control the planet because we are the only species that can cooperate flexibly in large numbers, and we do that by believing in shared fictions. Money is a shared fiction. It's just paper or digital numbers, but we all agree to pretend it has value. Laws, nations, human rights? None of these exist in physics or biology. They are concepts we made up. They are useful lies that allow millions of strangers to work together without killing each other. So, the next time you feel a pang of guilt for telling a white lie to a friend about liking their terrible new haircut, take a breath. You are not a monster. You are just executing a deeply embedded survival script. You are prioritizing social cohesion over objective truth, exactly as your ancestors did when they needed to keep the tribe from tearing itself apart over petty squabbles. The panic you feel when you are caught in a lie isn't just embarrassment. It's the ancient dread of being exiled from the group. You are afraid of the cold. Truth is important, but survival has always come first. You are the descendant of the best liars the prehistoric world had to offer. Yet, even with our sophisticated brains, we remain terribly vulnerable to deception precisely because we want to believe in the structures we've built. We are victims of our own success. We fall for scams, propaganda, and fake news because our default setting, when dealing with members of our perceived tribe, is trust. We have to trust. Otherwise, the shared fictions fall apart. The very mechanism that allows us to build cities and fly to the moon is the same mechanism that allows us to be easily manipulated by someone speaking confidently. We are trapped in a constant tug of war between the necessity of truth for practical survival and the utility of fiction for social survival. In conclusion, the story of humanity is not a quest for ultimate truth. It is a quest for the most effective binding stories. From the first caveman who pointed in the wrong direction to throw off a rival, to the complex legal fictions that run the modern global economy, our ability to bend reality with our words is our defining trait. We are the storytelling ape, the gaslighting primate, the architects of illusion. So respect the lie. It's the tool that built the world. And honestly, I might have made half of this up just to keep you watching. But you believed it, didn't you? That's the power of the human mind.